good people? This is the 8-bit Adam. And if the NES didn't do nothing else, it gave us buku puzzle games. Some were really good, like Tetris, though I will continue to say, and a lot of other people agree with me, the Tengen cart is better than Nintendo's version. Sorry. There's Dr. Mario and Wario's Woods, and there's action puzzle games like The Adventure of Lolo, which is one of my favorite NES titles. There's stuff that just feels kind of weird also, like Hatrix, Tris, and Kicks, and Klax is kind of generic, but Klax is cool too. But my point stands that there's a little something for everybody when it comes to puzzle games, especially on the NES. And today's game is not only an arcade port, was not only from the makers of Kicks, but was also just really weird, like Loops and Hatrix weird. It's just an odd game, but it worked. It worked a lot better than it should have. It's from 1990, and like I said, it was an arcade port that got sent everywhere. Today, we're gonna take a quick look at Puzznic. Alright, now Puzznic is kind of split into two different games. There's Puzznic, which everything is falling down and you kind of gotta maneuver things so that when all of the pieces drop, they all clear themselves out. There's no redoing things. So you gotta set yourself up for a one-hitter quitter real easy, real early like. And this might start out easy, but gets real challenging real quick. But that works because it's not a bad game at all. Pretty fun. Then you got Gravnik, which is a little different. You kind of gotta manipulate gravity to make your pieces fall into place to get rid of them in one fell swoop. And this one's a lot trickier. This one's for the people who buy those little wooden like block puzzle type deals, and you gotta put them together. You take them apart, and then you gotta put them back together and make the little shape. Yeah. This is not for the people who find level 2 of Palamedes difficult. It's an absolute brain teaser. And oh my goodness, it's actually pretty exciting. A good puzzle game, and I've said this so many times over the course of this year, a good puzzle game is just, it's better than a particularly good platformer. It's better than a particularly good shmup. It's better than a particularly good sports game. Why? Because puzzle games bring everybody together. Because everybody will sit around a room once they see you playing a puzzle game, and everybody's gonna tell you how to play. They're gonna give you tips on how to play, even though they ain't never seen this game a day in their life. And Puzznic is a great example of that, because not only is it two different games, right? It's two different games that are, while very similar, are vastly different. So they'll attract two different crowds of people that'll both be really, really into the experience. And for my money, that's, that's a good thing. Now, is this game for everybody? Absolutely not. But if you like puzzle games, Puzznic might be your jam. So if you can find it somewhere, you should grab it. Speaking of which, if you're interested in getting a copy for the NES, about $15 to $20 might be the win. That might be where you should go. I've seen cartridges go for about $9-10, but the vast majority sit between like $14 and $20. So yeah, you shouldn't pay over $20 for a copy of this. But a copy of Puzznic, again, like most other puzzle games, as long as they're not dudes with attitude, can go a long way. Because typically, unless you are terrible at it, making a puzzle game is honestly a rewarding experience, and playing one is absolutely marvelous. But this has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow. Now, this game has a title that makes you think it's a kung fu movie. It plays like 5 drunk dudes trying to fight a black belt, though.